everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, Gunnar, how are you all getting on out there, guys? I was contemplating today about doing a video or not, but I said, look, I'm just going to get straight into it, talk some football, share my knowledge, share my understanding of football with the people out there that matter, the Gooners. I just want to start by thanking everybody for your continued support on my channel, all your likes, your subscribes, and your comments. I'm so close to monetization now, I can feel it. So thank you to everybody for your continued support. It's a done deal. I have the hours. YouTube is just updating it. So thank you, everybody, once again for your continued support. Big thank you to Joanne Smith. For those of you who don't know Joanne, she sent me this jersey in the post. So thank you very much for that, Joanne. I appreciate it. I said I will give you a big up. We had a big, long phone call earlier. I just want to say thank you very much, Joanne. I mean that. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you for the Emirates sign you sent me. Thank you for this original Arsenal jersey. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And thank you for your kindness. I won't forget that. I'm going to pay that back on my channel because that's what it's all about. So thank you once again to Joanne Smith for that and for your continued support on my channel. I really appreciate it. So, like I said, guys, Arsenal transfers. That's what I'm here to talk about. The news surrounding the club. Now that the season is over, the season itself, I mean to say, I was glad when the season ended. Of course, it was over for us before the Everton game. We didn't have any realistic chance of getting the fourth Champions League spot. Spurs had that sewn up already thanks to Mikel Arteta's ineptitude. So what a season it was. I'm delighted it's over, and hopefully we can rebuild and get something out of it. The new contracts that are being banded about, given to players that are complete deadwood, for me that signals the end of the club for a while. The end of the competitive nature has always been a hallmark of Arsenal Football Club. We're not going to be competing for anything for the next couple of years. Arteta as manager, players like Elneny and Xhaka staying in the team. It doesn't bode well. I'm not going to lie. I'm not being negative about it. I'm not a pessimist, but we're at 6s and 7s. And with these kind of problems, it's only going to get worse. That's how I see things. How it could get worse, though, is hard to see. Maybe we could end up getting relegated. Who knows? But definitely giving those players contracts. They have done absolutely nothing for the club. And they aren't at the required level to play in the Premier League. Is definitely a source of concern for me personally. We have no control over it, of course. Us fans, people like myself, the YouTubers, we have no control over what goes on at the club. But it's definitely a cause for concern. Anyway, without further ado, let me just get into it. Talk about some transfers, football news we have been connected with. Of course, tomorrow is the Champions League final. Jurgen Klopp has held his pre-Champions League press conference. It's Real Madrid against Liverpool. People are saying Liverpool must overcome the Madrid mythology, exploring the psychology behind Real Madrid's comebacks to explain what Liverpool are up against in Paris. A massive, massive game of football coming up tomorrow. The biggest game of the season, biggest game of the year. People think Liverpool will win the game. It's going to be a clean game of football. Jamie Carragher has come on and said he's confident that Liverpool will beat lucky Real. Neville said that the Reds won't win. The manager of Real Madrid, quiet genius Ancelotti, eyeing more European glory. Carlo Ancelotti is looking to win the Champions League for the 4th time, the most by any manager in the competition's history when Real Madrid face Liverpool. People saying are Real Madrid lucky or are they plucky? It is what it is. But a massive game of football coming up tomorrow. There's no doubt about that. BBC Sports News. Again about the Champions League, of course. Champions League build-up, Klopp's news conference. Klopp looks relaxed. He does look relaxed in fairness. Big game happening in Paris. We have a score to settle. Mohamed Salah's on a mission. Liverpool have the chance to end the season in style. All depends really the way you look at it. Special answer coming on Liverpool future, Mane. Fairfield 2 phenomenal. Liverpool's Thiago and Fabinho could be fit for final. They definitely have a lot of top class players. There's no doubt about that. Absolutely, definitely. Liverpool have a lot of very, very good players. We just have to see the way it works out. My opinion, how do I see it going? It's a very hard one to call. I have family, of course. I have relations in Venezuela that are Real Madrid fans. And they will be rooting for Real Madrid, of course, since they met me last year when I was in Venezuela. They have been supporting Arsenal. But unfortunately, none of the luck that Real Madrid have enjoyed and benefited from by winning the league and winning the Champions League final has rubbed off on the Gunners. We've had an underachieving season, not an overachieving season, regardless of what Mikel Arteta says, regardless of whatever dreams and fantasies that he concocts to make himself believe that it was an alright season. Our season was over long before that last game. We had no chance of getting Champions League football thanks to Arteta's ineptitude. But I knew the writing was on the wall, so I didn't take it too much of a blow. I knew we weren't going to do anything really. It was an open and shut case. It's as simple as that. I knew we weren't up to much anyway, and we weren't going to do much this season. So for me, it was no great shock, no great surprise. And I am the most optimistic and positive person you could ever meet in your life. But when Mikel Arteta is at the helm, things change. It's as simple as that. Like I said, I was absolutely delighted when the season finished. I had a respite from the season-long misery that was being an Arsenal fan. The new season, what does it hold for us? There's a lot of transfer talk, which I'm going to get into in a while. But honestly, with Arteta in charge, it's hard to see how we can make any kind of inroads and we can even challenge for the title. I can't see that happening. I don't think it's a possibility with Arteta in charge. What excuses he's going to come up with then, I honestly don't know. The excuses that he's going to come up with. I see my man Chris Lee is in the building. He said STIT, stit, whatever stit means. Let me just put up stit there. I think he meant to say shit, but he wrote stit. But that's cool. Welcome along to the live stream, Chris. What do you think of this jersey I got, yeah? One of the people that watch me on my channel, they bought this on Amazon and they sent it to me. Not bad, huh? Ah, now I understand, Chris. Now I understand. You're a bad man. But yeah, somebody bought me this jersey on Amazon and they sent it to me. I'm just after taking the official Adidas tags off it. And it's nice, right? A nice gift. So thank you to Joanne Smith for sending me that jersey. I appreciate it. It's a beautiful jersey and I will cherish it. Yeah, it's a nice one, huh? It's a nice one with the blue up here, the neck like that. Yeah, it's a nice one. And I got it free. So there you go. Big thank you to Joanne Smith for that. Tried not let my wife find out because she's jealous. Well, thank you for that. Only joking, guys. All right, Chris, man, big up yourself. Big news in the transfers today. But of course, let's see. Chris Lee, he's speaking a bit of Swiss German and a bit of English. It's all mixed in. He says he's a big FC Basel fan, guys, living over in Zurich. FC Basel are changing from Adidas to Macron. I never heard of that, Mick. But yeah, let's see what happens. Big up to FC Winterthur too for getting promoted up to the Swiss Super League. It's been a long time coming for FC Winty fans. So it's Winty, FC Winty. I lived in Winty before, of course, in Winterthur in Switzerland. So big up themselves. Many happy times there, drinking in the pubs. Not so many happy times working in an old folks' home and dating a slut. But it is what it is. You meet whores in life. Well, that's enough about that. It is what it is. Working in an old folks' home, dating a whore. It is what it is. I should go to Anne Smith Tanker in person. She's actually in England, in Norwich. Yeah, at some point I might call up and visit her. But yeah, it's nice, right? And she also sent like an Emirates sign. Let me just turn the camera over. She also sent me this Emirates sign. You can see that there, the light's a bit bad. But this Emirates sign, she also sent me that. So yeah. I know the light's a bit bad. There it is. She also sent me this Emirates sign. So thank you very much, Joanne, for that. I appreciate it. When I have a bigger place, I'll actually I'm gonna put that sign up behind me. But how are you getting on anyway, Chris, man? I hope you're keeping well. I hope your life is going good. Yeah, you should go over to Joanne Smith and Tanker in person, make a new video and put it on another streaming platform. Yes, that's what I should do. Good idea there, Chris. Brilliant idea. If you have a chance, Chris, go on TripAdvisor and do that review of the hotel where I'm working, if you don't mind, if you have time. But if you go on TripAdvisor, the manager is checking TripAdvisor every day. So if you do a review like that on TripAdvisor, it'll come to their attention. And I'll be the golden boy. So thanks for that, man. If you have like 5 minutes to do it, not a problem. Just 5 minutes. Just copy and paste the one that you already did or whatever. You have the picture of it, just copy and paste it. But yeah, they look on TripAdvisor. So if you do that, I'll be the golden boy. And if it is mentioned in work, I'll go in and say, why not? Because that means favoritism. You know what I mean? I'm not Romanian, but I want my credit. All right, I'm a damn fine employee. All right, guys, it's like that. Yeah, where do I start? I mean, I'm delighted the season is over. Like I said, it was over long before our last match against Everton. We didn't have a hope in hell of getting the Champions League spot thanks to Mikel Arteta's ineptitude. What does the new season hold for us? Honestly, we've been through this all before. This time last year, I was jetting my way to Venezuela for 6 months. It would turn out to be. And while I was there, I had enough time to focus on my channel. And I was able to keep an eye on the transfers, this, that, and the other. I wasn't working, of course. What we were put through, even in the transfer window last season, was beyond a joke. Now we need to start immediately bringing in players because we need them to be ready. I was only thinking about this yesterday on the way home from work. We need these players to be ready before the start of the new season. Not coming in the first couple of weeks, losing 3 games in a row, and the players not actually being settled and being bedded in. It would be really, really bad. Chris Lee, Gabriel Jesus, you think he's going to come to Arsenal? I'd be very, very surprised. But we need to get these transfers organised. We need to get on top of things. And we need to have these players already in the squad and training long before the season starts. That in the first game, we hit the ground running. Last season was absolutely ridiculous. It was a joke. The manager spent a whole couple of months insulting our intelligence. We got rid of players we needed. We signed players we didn't need. We spent a lot of money in areas that he thought we had strengthened, but the defense has not been sorted out. He spent 150 million, and where has it gotten us? Absolutely nowhere. I know football has changed. I know things are expensive in today's modern game, but we need to make clever buys. We need to be shrewd in the transfer market, and we need to do it today. The players need to be in training as soon as possible to prepare with the rest of the squad for the new season, to find out our best team, to hit the ground running in August when the new season starts. If that is not the case, Arteta, just like last season, only has himself to blame. The first 3 losses we endured at the start of the season were very damaging. We didn't have our first choice centre backs in there because they had been bought too late. The goalie was only finding his feet. I think Leno started. I mean, we need to avoid that this season. Things need to change. Capo reacts. Good luck with your channel, my fellow Gunner. Just started my one over 2 months ago. Growing in at the moment. All right. What is the name of your channel? Capo reacts. Have I actually subscribed to that? That is the question. Let me check for you, my friend. If not, I will subscribe now. But you obviously have subscribed to mine and you've turned on the notifications. That's the main thing. Let me just check if I actually subscribed to your channel, my friend. Just give me a second. I'm just checking there. Just 1 second, guys, and I'll get into the transfer talk again. And what the club really need, what we have to do. Let me just check. I haven't, but I'm going to subscribe to it now. Let me turn on the notifications. 1,300. All right. Okay. So, my friend, I have subscribed to your channel, Capo Reacts. You just started your channel over 2 months ago. You already have 1,800 subscribers. That's not bad, man. That's not bad at all. Arsenal Manic. City have already recalled Alvarez from River Plate, top scorer, and have added Haaland as well. What is Arsenal doing? These owners don't care. 15 years ago, they could have established Arsenal as number one. Exactly. Exactly, my friend. I think you hit the nail on the head there. We're struggling in the transfer market. Spurs have been outdoing us for the last 5 years. I'm not saying that now because they got Champions League and we didn't, but that is the truth. They have actually been bettering us in the transfer market. They've got some incredible signings and players that have come in and had an immediate impact in areas where they needed it. It is like that. The McManus Gaming in the house. Hello there. And if you that haven't, guys, make sure you check out this man's channel. Subscribe to it. Do you still have your other channel too, McManus Sense? Have you got both of them going on? Let me know. But check out the man's channel, the McManus Gaming. Do yourselves a favor. Capo Reacts. Thanks, appreciate that. We'll definitely stay updated with your one. Do, man. Like I said, if you've clicked on the notifications bell, which I know you have because you're tuning in, that is the main thing for me. If you can later on, give my one of my playlists a play just to boost my watch hours. But yeah, a lot of people tuning in right now. 7 people, in fact. So yeah, long may it continue. As many top sides do their transfer activity early, as you said. Exactly. And last season we got caught with our pants down. I was checking it meticulously. I wasn't working last year for 6 months. I was in South America, in Venezuela. I was keeping an eye on what we were doing in the transfer window, and it wasn't much. Other clubs got the better of us. I really want to see that happening again, honestly. I do not want to see that happening again. It is what it is. But what do you think of my jersey, guys? This was a gift from somebody that is following my YouTube channel. They sent it to me per post. So there you go. I got this jersey. A big thank you to Joanne Smith for that. I appreciate it very, very, very much. No, mate, just the gaming one. That's a pity. Your other one was good, man. Your other one was good. I enjoyed it. What do I think of the new contracts for Elneny and apparently Nketiah? I think we're rewarding failure. With all due respect to Nketiah, he always does his best, but he's not up to scratch. I have a lot of time for Eddie, but he's not up to scratch. Mohamed Elneny is not at the level required to play for Arsenal Football Club, so I think he should be. He should not be given the new contract. I think it's a disgusting decision. I think it's insulting to the club, insulting to the former players that have played for the club. It's insulting to Tony Adams. It's insulting to Martin Keown. It's insulting to all the great players that have played for the club, past and present. I would say, present may not so much because we don't have that many good players, but it's insulting to the players that have played for the club in the past. Ian Wright, he's another one. He seems to be on the Mikel Arteta bandwagon a bit too much, humping Mikel Arteta's leg. I respect the guy as a player for what he did for the club and for the passion he showed on the field, but supporting Mikel Arteta and humping his leg, I don't know what Ian Wright is thinking. Why support him? At least when Thierry Henry comes out, he tells it a bit more like it is. But yeah, it is what it is. Just it is. I'm just contacting the person who donated this jersey. But yeah, we thought today I would do a live stream, see what's going on. Why are we linked to Morata? He has 1 in 3, 1 of 4 goal scoring record. Exactly. We'll take the We'll take the leftovers, is it? That's what it's always been a case of. If we're not selling our best players, if we're not taking Chelsea rejects, we're buying players like him. The board, the people in charge, Edu, they have no idea, not a clue how to get a good bit of business done. That's why we have been runners up to so many teams. That's why we are not challenging for the league. They haven't been in power all that time, but we haven't won the league now in 18 years. On another situation. The longer it goes on, the worse it's going to get. It hasn't been the manner of the defeats we have suffered, or the fact that we lost 4th place to Spurs. It doesn't bother me. Who we lost to for 4th place in the run for the Champions League, it was disappointing because we shouldn't have been in with a shout, but because the other players have played so bad, somehow Arsenal and Arteta found themselves still in with a chance of getting top 4, even though we had been absolutely terrible. You know what I mean? McManus Gaming. I loved Riley as a footballer, but as a pundit, no way. Also, we're linked with Morata, so we're getting rid of Laka to replace him with someone like Laka. Exactly. It just makes no sense. It's like we're just reaching out for anything. You know what I mean? There's like no plan to it. How you getting anyway on your holidays, man? I hope you're keeping well. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're having enough beer. Have one for me, man. Have a pina colada. That's what I was drinking last year when I was in the Dominican Republic. I was Mr. Pina Colada. Maybe not the most manly drink, but it tastes good. I expected Edu to do much better. He would be our South America scouting expert. Where's all the talent? He's getting away with it, hiding in the background. Exactly. He was a good player for the club, a man that I respected. I respected Edu a lot. He should be our South America scouting expert. Exactly. Where is all the talent? I understand you, man. Where is all the talent? He should have been bringing in players, have that connection to Brazil, to South America. Any players in that area, he brings them in. Arteta, maybe look at Spain. He has contacts there. Maybe Manchester City, he has contacts there. But Arteta's appointment, Arteta's signing, has put us back at least 3 years, no doubt about it. Astro official tuning in. How you getting on, man? I hope you're keeping well. Max Gang, loving it, just listening to you while chilling by the pool. Thank you for tuning in. I really, really appreciate it. So Malik should. Yeah, I understood you, man, but it's like that. It's been just one massive letdown. It's been just one massive letdown from start to finish. What's been going on with the club? It's just going to be like last season. I can see it. I mean, things will only improve when Arteta and Edu have left the club and when Kroenke has been pushed out. It's going to have to get worse before it gets better. It's as simple as that. I hope you like the new threads I'm showing off, guys. My new jersey. Big up to Joanne Smith for gifting me this. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. I just want to big up another couple of YouTube channels as well. I'm at it. I want to big up my man Stapes at the 3 Pointers TV. I want to big up the McManus Gaming. You can see his handle on the screen here. I want to big up Arsenal Alex for his great channel. Del Boy Gunner for his great channel. I'll even big up Warren's Team Talk, even though he's gone as quiet as a mouse recently and I don't have any more contact with him. But, you know, he helped my channel in the past. So I'd big up Warren's Team Talk. Check out his channel, definitely. I'll also big up Drawn by Dre. Big up to my man Dre, man. He, like Arsenal Alex, there was protests at the club to get the owners out. These two guys, Alex and Dre, were there to be counted. They supported the club when it mattered. So big up to them. Teresio, a lot of people tuning in right now. It's nice to see. Welcome along to my live stream, guys. This is a good time to do a live stream. Welcome along. Let me know what you think Arsenal are going to do in the new season and how we're going to fare in the transfer window. Will we get the players we're looking for? And if you could strengthen, and if you could sign one player for each position, defence, midfield, attack, who would you pick? Ted Z's Tottenham. You're a Tottenham fan, my friend. I'm working with 3 Spurs fans, would you believe? But I never give them an easy moment of it. I'm always absolutely slating them. So yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, you're a Spurs fan. Big up yourself, huh? Big up yourself. You got 4th place. You got Champions League spot. Congratulations. Drop points. How do you see the new season going for Spurs? And how do you think you're going to fare in the Champions League? And what do you think the result is going to be in the Champions League final tomorrow between Real Madrid and Liverpool? Let me know, Tedsies. What do you think the actual the result is going to be in the Champions League final tomorrow? And Joanne Smith is tuning in too. Nice to see so many people tuning in. Here it is, Joanne. It actually made it. It got here, and I'm wearing it. As you can see, I have it on. I've been bigging you up there for the last, since the stream started. Joanne Smith here, guys, on the screen. She actually donated this to me, along with an Arsenal Emirates sign. Let me just show that there on the window. Along with this sign, she donated that too. So thank you very much to Joanne for that. I appreciate it. There it is. She donated that sign, and she donated this jersey. So thank you very much for that, Joanne. I appreciate it, for thinking on me. It's a beautiful jersey, and I love it. And thank you very much. John Smith, I got a couple of bets on the final. Jesus. What did I say earlier, Joanne, about Mikel Arteta? I said something funny when I was talking to you. That Mikel Arteta was like somebody. Who did I say he was like? Because I've completely forgotten. Whoa. Let me drink some water. I think I've got monkeypox. What did I say about Mikel Arteta again? I said he was like someone and I was going to make fun of it. Jesus. So just so you know, someone is here with me. It's got an old jersey on, but I'm going to give Gunnosaurus this one later. So here we are. Two Arsenal fans. Long suffering, all right? So I do this normally when the games go bad. I do this. There. Gunnosaurus was very disappointed that we didn't get the Champions League spot. Very disappointed. All right. Go back over here, Gunnosaurus. We take a rest there from the stresses of the season. Yeah, which bets did you put on? What scores do you think it's going to be? How do you see the Champions League final going? Honestly, I think Liverpool have a very, very good chance, but it's hard to say which way the final is going to go. You'd have to kind of fancy Liverpool. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Joanne. You reminded me. I go to spin fun conkies by buying the new shirt, same as last season. The taste is kind of slapped on it. They're just £70. They blow the season and release another kit. No shame. Yeah, exactly. And a lot of the fans, when things were going bad, like at the end of the season, we had lost the 4th Champions League spot. Yeah, we lost 4th place, and all the fans were hyping up about the new jersey. You know what I mean? And even the person that gave this to me, they bought it on Amazon. So it is what it is. So I was talking to Joanne earlier, and I likened Mikel Arteta to Manuel from Fawlty Towers. Arteta is Manuel. Fawlty Towers is the Emirates. Simple as that. It is what it is, guys. Any of you know Fawlty Towers? Manuel the waiter, that's Mikel Arteta. The hotel itself, it's not where I'm working. It's a different hotel. The hotel is the Emirates. All right, Manuel and Fawlty Towers. The waiter, Manuel. I'm funny, you know what I mean? Centre back Pau Torres from Real Madrid. Centre midfield Basuma. Tielemans. Striker Jesus or Ollie Watkins, but won't happen. Be some shite that nobody's heard of. I'm a massive fan of Tielemans and Ollie Watkins. So I agree with you there, man. Pau Torres is a decent player. He's been the strength behind the Real Madrid's rise. Arsene Manic, laugh out loud. Yeah, man, exactly. Mikel Arteta is Manuel from Fawlty Towers, and the Emirates is the Fawlty Towers. McManus Gaming, bigging up Joanne. Hey, Joanne, hope you're well. Once we sent you pics of my bets, what do I think? I'm going to share them with the world so that everyone does the same bet. So you get less money if it comes true. No, I won't. What do I think? Let me dissect it. All right, what do you think of your bets? Benzema hat trick. Jeez, I didn't know that in the final. Real to score 4 goals or more in the match. I honestly don't know. That's with Paddy Power, is it? I honestly don't know. It could be like that, I suppose. It could go that way. Manuel would do a better job. Yeah, he would. You know what I mean? He's from Spain, from Barcelona. He would do a better job than that idiot Arteta with his bloody Lego hair. £2 free bet I had, and I put a fiver down. Nice. Arsenal Maniac, we've re-signed Nketiah, Elneny, and getting Morata. As Josh said, excited. Not to be excited about there, I'm afraid. Josh needs to wake up and smell the coffee. Poor Nketiah, actually, I have a bit of time for Elneny, not good enough. Nketiah is not good enough here. Why are we re-signing these players when they haven't been good enough? And they continue to underachieve. They're not good enough to play for the club. So why on earth are we re-signing them? It just makes absolutely no sense to me. Words fail me. It's going to be like last season all over again. Oh, Mikel Arteta is sitting back by and he's just reveling in it. You know what I mean? He gets a new contract himself. He gives that new contract to Shaka. Now Elneny has a new contract. Now Nketiah has a new contract. How long is this going to go on for? I'm sorry, no, but I mean, enough is enough. Arsenal fans, whenever there is another protest, whenever the next protest is organised, we need to be there. It's as simple as that. We need to be active at the protest. I am living in London now. The next time there is a protest, I will be there. I don't care what is going on. I'm not living far from the stadium. I'm not working far from the stadium, so I can be there straight after work. It's not a problem for me. But the next time there was a protest, I'm going to be there. It's as simple as that. Enough is enough. I mean, how much more? How much more do we have to take? It just doesn't make any sense. Thank you to the Arsenal Manic for tuning in. I appreciate it. Thank you to everybody for tuning in. McManus Gaming, I don't think we'll sign anyone. We've signed Eddie to a 5-year deal. I heard, so there's our striker. Signing Elneny to a new deal, so there's your CM. Be excited. I honestly hope that isn't honestly, like, I mean, is that what the club have been reduced to? Is that all we are now? Is that all we are? Is that all we're ever going to be? Settling for players that are substandard. They aren't good enough for the club. It's nothing personal. The players we have that we're re-signing are not good enough. So why the hell are we re-signing them? Arsene Manic. If they give Eddie Thierry Henry's 14 shirt, would that be the last straw? My God, that would be an absolute insult. That shirt should just be retired to save the reputation of the club and Thierry Henry. The McManus game, I hope not too, but it wouldn't surprise me. Well, we're definitely short of a few pounds, I'd say. And I think normally when you qualify for the group stage of the Champions League, like top 4, which we missed out on, wasn't it that you get 50 million for qualifying? So we've missed out on that. You know what I mean? We're definitely short financially, especially after COVID. Excuse me. There weren't enough players, weren't enough fans at the games. There was no fans at the games. So you obviously lost out there financially. But Kroenke has got money to burn, but he is not like Roman Abramovich. Say what you want about Abramovich, but as I keep saying, when he was at Chelsea, he did everything in his power to keep the team competitive. He supported the players, he supported the staff, he supported the whole club. He put 1.5 billion into Chelsea Football Club, believe it or not. So, no more to say about that. But of course, Arsenal, we have Kroenke. He's not going to put in a penny. He's not going to do anything for the club. So we're on a bit of a hiding to nothing there, to be honest. Is what it is. Obviously, the post from the McManus sense, it concerned me. I'm not going to lie. I'll just put it up there again. He doesn't think we're going to sign anyone. We've just signed Eddie to a 5-year deal. So that's going to be the striker for us, and Elneny to a new deal. So there's your central midfielder. If that is the case, if that's the way things turn out, we can forget about it this season. The club is finished. The club is done. We're done. Over. Until Mikel Arteta leaves. If this is the state of play, is this what's going to go on? We're done. We're done. We're finished. Even before the season starts. Surely they can't be serious about this. I mean, honestly, with all due respect to Eddie, he does his best, but he's not up to standard. Elneny is a nothing player. Oh, man. Surely it's not going to be like that. I hope and I pray it's not going to be like that. Honestly. That would be an absolute disaster. Arsenal mannequin again with the comment. If to give Eddie Thierry's number 14, should that be the last straw? I think I put that one up early. I hope not too, but it wouldn't surprise me. Abramovich was the best owner. As you said, he put in his own cash and was an actual fan. Everything our owners aren't are just leeches. Exactly, man. Exactly. And it's only going to get worse now. We're getting into trouble. There has been absolutely no support, really, from what I could see. But they're happy to see Mikel Arteta in charge because he's happy just to toe the line and get the best of what he can out of the squad, which is limited. And he's not going to be asking any questions of them. He's absolutely, I mean to say, supporters are the guests at the Towers. We're just saying, Alex, man, faulty Towers. Arteta is like Manuel, and the Emirates is like faulty Towers. That's what it's been coming to recently. McManus put up a good point there. I'm going to put it back up on the screen there now. Here's another one. They'll get told Balogun's coming back, so there's our two strikers. Balogun and Elneny. Prepare for relegation. Relegation fight. Arsenal, Alex, hi mate, hope you're good. I am good, man, and I hope you're good. Joanne Smith sent me this jersey. I was just bigging it up there, so thank you very much to Joanne. It's an excellent jersey. I love it. So thank you for donating that to the Old School Gunner. I appreciate it. Thank you for your kindness. Yeah, it's because Mikel Arteta is a yes man. He's staying at the club. I see that come from Manic, but this one was in from the McManus. If this really is the case, Arsenal, Alex, if this is the case, Alex, man, we're done. He doesn't think that they're going to sign anyone. We've signed Eddie Nketiah to a 5-year deal, so that's our striker. And we've signed Elneny to a new deal, so that's our central midfielder. Be excited. If that honestly is the case, if that is the limit of our expenditure this season, this close season, we're in for a relegation dogfight. I mean, they're not going to take us anywhere. And if they bring back Balogun, Eddie and Balogun up front, we're done. Arsenal manic because he's a yes man. Arteta wouldn't demand anything from them. He's happy to just get the job. He's won the golden ticket. And they're happy because, like you said, he doesn't demand anything for them. It's as simple as that. Arsenal manic is bigging up Arsenal Alex there. Arsenal Alex, don't support Kroenke. Exactly. Don't support Kroenke. Joanne bought this on Amazon. So it didn't go to the coffers at the Emirates. But yeah, don't support Kroenke. I don't know, do you know, Alex, but the next time there is a protest, I would like to be there. So let's keep in tune. I'm sure in the close season now, there's going to be a protest. So let's see what happens. McManus Gaming. And as I say, the fans are the problem. The toxic positive fans. They'll still buy season tickets, go to games, buy the merch, and blow smoke up Arteta's arse. I think you summed it up there, man, better than I ever could. It is that kind of thing now. We do have this kind of problem. It's coming to the point where honestly, I only have bad memories about last season, about the preseason. The way things went, the players we were linked to, we ended up coming second best for the best talent out there. We didn't sign anyone of note. With all due respect to Aaron Ramsdale, he has been very good this season until he picked up that injury towards the end of the season. But with all my man Arnsdale. We didn't buy anyone of real note and quality, like a player, a world-class player. I can see it happening again. And we're going to struggle because the difference between us and the teams ahead of us has grown. Even Spurs are a bit better than us now. Even Spurs. But the gap between us and the other teams, all I could see Manchester City was what might have been for us and what we had they deserved their victory. I was happy for Pep Guardiola. They really had to fight for that league title. They only won it by a point. It was incredibly close. And in the final game, they had to give everything to turn it around. Like I was saying earlier to Joanne Smith, they fought tooth and nail to turn that game around. But for me, all I could think of was what might have been for Arsenal fans if we lifted the Premier League trophy, if we had won it this season. And again, we have to settle for second best. Far beyond second best. Far worse than second best. It's gone beyond a joke. It's a serious matter. It's only going to get worse. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know any way out. But like I said, when City won, all I could think of was our predicament, the situation our club is in, the way Arsenal is. And imagine if we had that fine day out and we had been champions. That is where we've never been further away from that point than where we are now. We're miles away from even challenging. Arsenal Manic at Arsenal Annex. If we had proper owners, we wouldn't even be dealing with Tapas Poulos as our manager. Joanne Smith, hi Alex. Joanne Smith, hi Arsenal Manic. Arsenal Manic, what did you make of this 250 million spend over the past 3 seasons? How much of that was net spend? And I bet you the Conquest have made 10 times more than that from the club. They've been bleeding us dry. I was talking to an Arsenal fan on my fan cam months ago, Dan Phillips in the US, and I asked him if he's an American, what are the Cronkies like? What is Stan Cronkies like? He said, his exact words were, he is a capitalist, old school. All he cares about at the end of the season is the balance sheets and the profit margins. That's all he cares about. It's just a business for him. It's just another toy. Him coming to the club is the worst thing that could have ever happened. Those were his exact words, saying more about it. Arsenal Manic saying hi to Joanne, bigging her up. Transmit, we ain't going to sign many players. I'd say not. We might get a couple, yeah, maybe. But honestly, I mean, where do we go from here? Why did we give Elneny a new contract? Why did we give Nketiah a new contract? Could be filling up places by moving these players on. Maybe helping them find new clubs if they need help, yeah, not just casting them to one side. But we should be moving on the joke, in my opinion. Sorry that it's cutting out a little bit there, because I apologize. But it's gone beyond a joke now at this point. I'm not going to lie. I just can't see any way forward like that if it remains like that. We need to sign quality players. We need to get the job done. We need to have them already in training long before the season starts, have them bedded into the team, and we need to know our best 11. Each player in his best position to have any kind of chance about going into the new season. Not like last season where we kind of went in half-assed, lost the first 3 games. That was very, very down. Just texting the ball and chain and misses wife. This is the second, guys. I'll be back in a minute. But yeah, it is what it is, guys. Arsenal manic. Next season, Man United and Newcastle may even leapfrog us. The window would be very telling. This would be his sixth window as well. Conte got Spurs fourth with half a season. Yeah, exactly. The difference in quality there, the difference in class, unbelievable. Arsenal Manic, take care, guys. Got to go. Take care at Joanne Smith. Thank you for tuning in, my friend. I appreciate it. All the best and enjoy the rest of your day. Peace. See you next time, yeah. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. All right. It's like that, guys. The way the season is going to go, I don't know, man. Like, the transfer window is always big disappointment for Arsenal fans. We never compete. We never put out the feelers. We never stretch out and see what players we can get. We always just hold back. We toe the line. We don't do anything. So it is what it is. It's going to be tough. Comment coming in from my man, the McManus. He's at his leisure. He's on holidays. He's down by the pool having a beer. Not going to say where he is. That's his own business. But this man is on holidays, having a beer by the pool, kicking back, tuning into the OSG. And I thank him for that. And I thank him for his continued support on my channel. Big up yourself, man. And enjoy that holiday. You deserve it. Make the most of every single day, man. Big up yourself. This manager has had 250 million and did nothing but crap. Emery didn't get that sort of money. Had the likes of Ozil, Lichtsteiner, Iwobi, Mkhitaryan, Willock, Mustafi, Cech, and did more than this clown. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Poor Emery. It is what it is. It is what it is with my Emery, but yeah, what can you say? Ah, yeah, say no more about it. No, but it's concerning. I'm concerned already because I know how much we have slipped since the Invincibles. Joanne was telling me earlier that at the training ground, they've actually taken down the pictures of the Invincibles because it was putting pressure on the current set of players as they were training, and they felt under pressure to have to live up to that standard. Nobody even expects them to live up to that standard because they're not good enough. And them feeling under pressure and stressed about it tells you the weak mentality of the players that we have in the squad. I mean, if it was me looking at those pictures of the Invincibles, this, that, and the other, I would feel motivated to train, motivated to do my best, maybe get in contact with some of the Invincibles, ask them for some advice before the start of the season. I would take nothing but the positives out of it. But the shower that we have at the club, in our squad, they feel intimidated by it and they have to take those signs down. I mean, they're a bunch of cowards. They're spineless. They've got no balls. I mean, that sums it up. If anything sums up the current state of this squad, that sums it up. Absolute Neanderthals. Absolute clowns. No spirit, no fight, no character, no determination. And when the back's to the walls, they crumble. They give up, underachieving. Mikel Arteta had the cheek to say we overachieved the season. What the hell is he talking about? Could someone explain that to me? How did we overachieve? We did nothing this season. Absolutely nothing. We went out with a whimper at the end of the season. Oh, we had that great win against mighty Everton on the last day. It was done. The season was done and dusted at that point. Pressure off, no chance of Champions League football, and the players turn on the style. When they had to go up to Newcastle, what did they do? When they had to go to Spurs, what did they do? Nothing. Saka, nothing. Smith Rowe, nothing. Ramsey, in fairness, has had an injury. He's come back. He's the one player that can come out of the season just gone with a little bit of credit. And Gabriel. But Ben White, nothing player. Rob Holding should never play for the club again. Awful, awful, awful player. Decision making, he loses the head completely. Nothing player, like awful player. McManus Gaming, that's true. I've heard that too. Too much pressure on these poor little lambs. Absolute disgraceful. They need to take the positives from things like that at the training ground, not look at it as a negative. That's the problem with the club. They need to take that as a positive and to think back on the way the team was. I get in contact with some of the Invincibles, like I said, if they want some advice before the start of the season, this, that, and the other. These guys have lived it. They've been through it. Take the positives and the advantages from it. It's not a negative, it's a positive. That's the way you have to live your life. And with their attitude, their mentality, completely ridiculous. They should be ashamed of themselves. It's embarrassing. And it's disrespectful to the Invincibles to even let that happen. It's an absolute disgrace. Absolute disgrace. I don't care what anyone says. It's as simple as that. What do you think about the Champions League football? The Champions League final tomorrow night. What are your predictions for the game? McManus Gaming and Joanne, how do you actually see that game going? What are your predictions? Do you think we're going to do anything in that game? I mean, you think that it's going to be a win for Liverpool, or do you think Real Madrid are going to win? Obviously, we're not going to do anything. We're not even in the Champions League final. But who do you think is going to win that game tomorrow night? Let me know. Let me just look at some sports news there. Let me just drink a bit of water and then check out some sports news. Manus Gaming, the Invincibles should be respected. They should be made to watch that season and told that's the benchmark. But yeah, honestly, it's hard to know what's going to happen. Let me just pick up a couple of people there. Sorry, I'm just trying to drum up a bit of support for my channel, guys. It is what it is. Joanne Smith with the score. She thinks it's going to be 4-2 to Real. It's definitely going to be a tough one. There's no doubt about it. That is going to be a tough game. It could go either way, in my opinion. It's very hard to tell. Very hard to actually know what's going to happen with it. It's going to be a very tough game. We'll have to see the way it works out. It is not going to be a walk in the park for either side. A massive challenge. Is Salah playing? He's fit and ready to come in, I think. He's fit and ready to come in. They took him off as a precaution 2 weeks ago in that FA Cup final, was it? Was it the Carabao Cup final? They took him off in that game, precaution, in the Carabao Cup final. Sorry, the FA Cup final. Which one was it? Took Salah off as a precaution. He's going to be starting, no doubt about it. Honestly, I think people underestimate Real Madrid a little bit. I think they're saying that they were like lucky rather than plucky. I honestly think that they have earned their place in the final. I think they have been quite good, deceptively good. And I think it's going to be a real challenge. It's going to be a massive game. I mean, Liverpool have a fantastic team. The best team I can remember in a hell of a long time. McManus Gaming heard that Trent Alexander-Arnold is injured. If that is true, man, that would be a massive blow. That would be an absolutely massive blow. Be a real shock to the system. So we have to see. But yeah, let me just change this here. Just bear with me, guys. If Liverpool have a fully fit team, I think they could win it. Yeah, me too. Something tells me that they're just that bit better. But we just have to see. I mean, it could really go either way. Yeah, definitely. It's going to be a very tough game. If Liverpool have a fully fit team, I think they could win it. And so just send out your love to a few people. Thank you, Joanna. I appreciate it. I need a couple of more subscribers. I'm almost at 1,300. But it would be nice. I think I'm at 1,294 or 1,293. It keeps kind of adding one, losing one. But if I could get up to 1,300 subscribers, it would be great. And people that will actually watch my content and watch my channel, that would be great. And that would be a real boost. Because I'm on the verge now of getting monetized, that would be a real boost if I had that 1,300 subscribers, just increase them a little bit. It would be very, very good for my channel. Simple as that. But yeah, massive, massive game tomorrow night between Liverpool and Real. And as well, that makes me think of Arsenal's situation when afterwards it had left a taste in it, because I thought what might be at some point. Maybe we could be the top one and don't see we could win like City. Arsenal fans deserve a modicum of success. We deserve what the Manchester City fans experienced. Every fan set does, to be honest. But for me, the club is close to my heart as it is. Being a lifelong supporter of Arsenal Football Club, I couldn't help but feel bad when I saw City on the podium lifting the trophy. What might have been for Arsenal Football Club, and how far we have slipped, how far we have regressed in consecutive managers. Of course, it started in the second half of Arsene Wenger's tenure, then Unai Emery. Now it's the worst it's ever been under Mikel Arteta, in my opinion, the worst it's ever been. It was better under Unai Emery. Even when Arsene Wenger was struggling in the second half of his tenure as Arsenal manager, it was still better. Now it's gone to the dogs completely. And yeah, it would make you think about things when you see City winning the league like that. It might have been for Arsenal Football Club and the way we used to have it before. That's long gone. That's a thing in the past. 18 years have passed since we've been champions. So that's a lifetime for some people. And we're still nowhere near. We're still not an ounce closer to actually getting what we need. And it's concerning. I'm not going to lie. It's just the way things have been going for us, it just makes no sense. The belief and the will to win in the team has waned considerably. We slumped at the end of the season in the race for fourth place. We completely bottled it and capitulated at Spurs. And we did the same thing away to Newcastle. We completely capitulated under the pressure in the moment. Nobody stood tall and was counted. Everybody bottled it. And no one turned up. There's no character. There's no spirit. There's no desire. There's no will to win. There's no passion. And there's no fighting for the badge, fighting for the club. Nobody was up to the challenge. Nobody was up to the standard. It was absolute shock. It was just embarrassing. I'm not embarrassed to be an Arsenal fan, but some of the players, they have to look at themselves. They have to really, really look at themselves now. Ask themselves a few questions. You know what I mean? McManus, I was 24 when we last won the league. I'm nearly 42. That's mental. Say no more about it, man. Say no more about it. But yeah, sorry there, guys. Just trying to drum up a bit of support for my channel. Getting other people involved and get them watching. Yeah, is what it is. Me too, man. Me too. I was also 24, believe it or not. We're actually the same age. I was also 24 the last time we won the league. Say no more about it. John Smith, I've just been offered the old Fullest Club. Nice. That must be great. Obviously, it's not something you're going to avail of because you're only middle aged and you're not a pensioner yet. You know what I mean? Simple as. Where are we going now this season with the club? What we're going to do? All the people we're linked to. Why did we resign? Why did we give Elneny a new contract? Why did we give Xhaka a new contract? Why did we give Eddie Nketiah a new contract? Why have we given Mikel Arteta a new contract? Why Rob Holding? Rewarding failure. Rob Holding is a shocking player. Elneny is a shocking player. Nketiah is not up to it. With all due respect, I like Nketiah, but he's not good enough to play for the club. Call me when you need a goal. What did he do against Spurs and Newcastle? It was a bad connection because he didn't do nothing. But he wasn't the only one that bottled it. They all bottled it. Every single one of them. They just gave up the ghost. They just rolled over. You know what I mean? And that is not good enough for Arsenal Football Club. It's just not good enough. Whichever way you want to look at things, whichever way you want to think about it, it's not good enough for the club. We need more than that. We're better than that. For these things to be happening, it's a disgrace, my opinion. It should not be tolerated in any way, shape, or form. I really, honestly, words fail me. I'm concerned about the transfer window. I'm fearful going into the new season. Honestly, it's going to be like last season again. We're going to be struggling. We're going to flatter to deceive, and against the big teams, we're going to get crushed. It's as simple as that. Really, really disappointing season. Mikel Arteta, of course, I liken him to Manuel from Fawlty Towers. Fawlty Towers being the Emirates. Mikel Arteta is like Manuel. He thinks we overachieved. I don't see where he's coming from. I don't understand what he's talking about. He's feeding his ego. He's feeding his bravado. He's not being realistic. To be behaving like that is of concern. I mean, it's of concern to me. I can't understand where he's coming from with such comments. I just can't. I don't know what the man is talking about. It just does not make any sense whatsoever. Honestly. I mean, he's looking at him long hard in the mirror to see what he has become. It's like he's using the club as a learning curve, as a training tool, how to be a manager. and at some point he's going to leave us. Hopefully sooner rather than later. But it's like as just a learning curve, as a training tool. Yeah, honestly, it is what it is. It's like I'm saying. Nice to see everyone tuning in here to my live stream. I really, really appreciate it. Great to see you all tuning in. Great to see everybody enjoying it. And yeah, an exhilarating live stream again by me. As I always do, I keep people on the edge of their seats with my live streams. So big up. But it is what it is. It's what it is, guys. It is what it is. But yeah, say no more about it. It is what it is, guys. Thanks, laugh out loud. Yeah, obviously, you're way too good for that. I mean, they're trying to fob you off. Man. I just hope your holiday is going well. I'm sure he's having a good time. I'm sure he's enjoying himself. I'm sure he's having a nice time. Just comment there from Minnie and Dave. Welcome along, guys. Thank you for tuning into my live stream. Go old school. Arteta out. Thank you for the support, guys. I really, really appreciate it. Yeah, Arteta out, man, all the way. I mean, enough is enough. How much more must we take from this so-called manager, this deluded manager? It was so unlucky when he came to the club. They got it past my radar because I thought Mikel Arteta, former player. Then he got his feet in under the table. He got his claws into the club. He obviously has no conscience. He obviously couldn't care less about the players or the fans or this, that, and the other. Because to remain at the club when he knows that he's not capable of bringing us forward is for me the biggest insult. We tolerate it. What else can we do? He's in charge of the club. We're stuck between a rock and a hard place. The transfer window is going. The transfer in preseason is going to tell everything, and it's going to really indicate and dictate to us how far we've come, how far Arteta is willing to bring the team or is willing to try, and the support he has from the board. The fact that we have re-signed, that we have extended the deal for Rob Holding, for Granit Xhaka, for Elneny, and for Nketiah is very, very concerning. because all four of these players are not good enough to play in the Premier League. Never mind, say Arsenal. They're not good enough to play in the EPL. So what are we doing exactly? We're looking for certain players we need to re-strengthen, and we're giving contracts to players already at the club that aren't good enough. I hope you see the warning signs. I hope you realize what's going on here. I'm looking dead at the camera now, dead in the eye. It's not acceptable. You can only blame yourself. You'll only have yourself to blame if at the start of the season we fall away and then later in the season it gets even worse. It doesn't make any sense. The players that we are giving new contracts to are not good enough to play in the EPL. Not good enough for Premier League. Certainly not good enough for Arsenal. And we're giving them new contracts. Can't you see the warning signs? Can't you see the problems that are going to develop from this? It's as clear as the nose on my face. If you can't see it, guys, you've got to ask yourself a couple of questions. Honestly, we're in serious trouble if that is all we can expect to have this season. They're promoting from within. Trust the process. These players are not good enough. One good game in a blue moon, and we're meant to be overjoyed at this signing. It's not good enough. I don't care what anyone thinks. I respect everyone's opinion, but I couldn't care less what people think regarding this. It's not going to happen. It's a non-runner. We're done and dusted if that's the case. So just hang up our boots, pardon the pun, and go home. It's over. It's finished. We're done. We're not going to be where we need to be. The other teams are strengthening. The other teams are building up. And what are we doing? We're already playing catch up and we're slipping further and further behind. Arteta is oblivious. I don't know what he thinks is the reason why we can't win any of the big games. I don't know what he believes. He thinks we're improving and at some point we will challenge. They're improving also. The gap is getting larger, not smaller. He honestly thinks he can do something with this team. He's dreaming. His management is all wrong. It's never going to amount to anything. It's as simple as that. Food for thought, guys. Food for thought here with the old school gunner. The players we're being linked to, honestly, we're not going to get any of them. Who would want to come to a club that is managed by a player manager in the form of Mikel Arteta? Who would want to come to a club like that with the plans we have? Who on earth in their right mind would do that? It doesn't make sense. Who would actually, I mean to say, and it's not like we can actually get the players. We don't have the financial clout, the muscle to reel them in. And even if they did, they don't want to come play for Arteta. They don't want to come play for a Europa League team. They want to go to one of the bigger teams. They don't want to be stuck at Arsenal with Mikel Arteta telling them what to do. No way, man. No way. Maximum respect to Joanne again for this beautiful jersey. I really appreciate it, Joanne. It's a perfect fit. Thank you very much. I'm not going to say what size it is because people will know how fat I've become since COVID. But yeah, it's a big man. Oh, excuse me. We'll keep the stream going for another while. But yeah, it is what it is. Some of the first story going on there. Let's see what's happening. Alright, BBC Sport. Pick your combined Liverpool Real Madrid team. Leeds agreed deal with Salzburg for Aronson. Aston Villa agreed $26 million deal with Sevilla for Carlos. And Arsenal, what are they doing? We're giving new contracts to crap players. You know what I mean? It's gone beyond a joke now. Let's go on to the Arsenal FC official website. Mohamed Elneny signs new contract. Midfielder Mohamed Elneny is extending his stay with us. The 29-year-old has been a key member of the squad since joining us in Basel in 2016. He has made 147 appearances, scoring 5 goals and contributing 10 assists. He's the first Egyptian player ever to play for the club. He's got 93 international appearances to his name. He made some debut with 2 wins against Burnley in the FA Cup in January 2016 and was in the 2016-17 FA Cup winning squad. He was also part of the team that won the FA Community Shield in 2017-2020 and helped us reach the 2018-2019 Europa League final in Baku. I love this club and I feel like part of this family, he told Arsenal Media. I want to continue at this amazing club and amazing family, and I'm very happy and very excited. Manager Mikel Arteta said Mo is really important part of the team. He brings endless energy, enthusiasm, and commitment to the team is loved by everyone. He's an important player for us on and off the pitch, a real role model to a younger player. I'm delighted he's staying. Technical Director Edu added, Mo has an incredible mentality, which is so important for our squad. He helps the team as much as he can every day. We are all very happy to have him with us as we look to build on what has been achieved this season. Nothing has been achieved this season, guys. What the fuck are you all talking about? Nothing has been achieved. What we have achieved this season, we haven't achieved anything. Zero. Swear to God. Muppet. The hell have we achieved this season? Somebody tell me. He scored a goal against Dundalk, Elneny. He's the best ever. Ramsdale and Leno up for PL save of the season. Lacazette nominated for Premier League goal of the season. Congratulations to Alexander Lacazette, whose strike against Southampton has been nominated for the Budweiser Premier League goal of the season. Composed play from Aaron Ramsdale started our superb team move that involved clever link-up between Martin Odegaard, Takehiro Tomiyasu, and Bukayo Saka. Our winger then picked out our French striker in space, who fired emphatically into the top corner from the edge of the box. Arsenal breakdown analyst Adrian Clark believes it was our best goal of the season. He said facing the Southampton press isn't easy, but the Gunners manoeuvred the ball around them with consummate ease at the Emirates Stadium. Slaloming their way out from the back and into the opposition half with a flurry of confident one-touch passes. This fluid 8-man, 9-pass move converted by Alexander Lacazette was quite simply a joy to behold. This is just the type of incisive and beautiful football we hope to see lots more of in return for the new campaign. Let's see. Let's see the goal. All right. Here we go. Let me watch the goal. Alexander Lacazette goal of the season. 8-man, 9-pass move. Let's see how good it is. Just a second there, guys. It's just loading. Nearly done. 2 panels. We will buy a few players but not big names. It will be like when Arteta signed as a player. Okay, let's see this goal. All the Muppets at the stadium lapping it up. Is that all we have to celebrate this season? That kind of crap. Anyway. Only on 2 panels, we will buy a few players but not big names. It will be like when Arteta signed as a player. Oh man, say no more about it. Say no more about it. But yeah, it's like that good. Stream go. Get some at watch time. That's what I am. I'm working the next 6 days in a row, maybe more. It could be 7, 8, 9, maybe. I think so. I'll have to see. But I'll try to find time in between. I think I have a few night shifts there, so I could do some live streaming in the day. Obviously, when I work to train in the afternoon, I'm not going to be up for it. But yeah, I'm going to try to keep my channel going, keep the live stream going. Even if I do it while I work on those evening shifts, that would be good. Obviously, I'll do a bit of uploads with my phone anyway. See how things are. Keep it straight. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm going to wrap up the stream there on the 1.5 hour mark. I want to thank everybody for tuning into my live stream. I want to thank Joanne Smith for tuning in and for the pleasant phone conversation later. I want to thank Warren from Warren's Team Talk, even though he never is in contact or watches my live streams anymore. Thank you to Warren for the support you gave me at the beginning, man. I appreciate it. I hope you're well, and it's a pity we don't talk anymore, but that's life. Thank you to Minnie and Dave for tuning in. Joanne Smith, of course, the McManus Gaming. Thank you to Arsenal Manic for tuning in. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you to Arsenal Alex for tuning in. Thank you to Ted Zees for tuning in. Some misguided Spurs fan. Thank you to Astra Official. He just put up 3-0. I think he's a Spurs fan too. Let me know the next time Spurs win something, yeah. Last time you won the league, my friend, was back in TV was black and white and dinosaurs were roaming the earth. So to the 2 Spurs idiots that came into the comments, let me know the next time you win something, yeah. Apart from a game against one of the worst Arsenal teams ever. Let me know when you actually win the title. You haven't won it since, I think, 1962. TV was in black and white back then when you were celebrating. It showed it. The match, the celebration with the club, everything was in black and white. So, you know what I mean? You need a bit of perspective. Let me know the next time you win something, apart from a match. All right, you couldn't win an argument. That new stadium you have, got no trophies in it. All right. That's the 2 of those Muppets dealt with. They win an Ireland and Derby and they think they know it all. Muppets. Yeah. Let's see what you do in the new season under Conte, yeah? And let's see how you do in the Champions League. Let's see, can you actually win something? You'll put a mark on the wall if you win something, lads. So let me know. All right. Thank you again to Joanne Smith. Thank you for this beautiful top, this beautiful Arsenal jersey. I appreciate it. It's fantastic. Thank you for everything. And thank you for that Emirates sign. When I move to a new place, I'm going to put a little Arsenal studio. I'm going to kick my channel on to the next level. Thank you to everybody that has supported my channel since I started it 4 years ago. Almost monetized now. So it might be this month or next month. If it was this month, it would be nice because I started my channel in May 2018. Now it's May 2022. So let's see what goes. But thank you to everybody for your continued support. Your likes, your subscribes, and your comments. Play my old Skool Gunner playlist for me if you can. Have fun in the garden, Joanne. Enjoy working away, getting your garden where you want it to be. Pleasure to talk to you today. I really enjoyed the conversation and thank you once again for the gifts. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you for your kindness. I'm going to pay that back. You know what I mean? Let's see. New comments. Some of those stupid Spurs fans now. They're gone away because their mammy's cooking their dinner. Joanne Smith, once I get my hair tidied up, I'm coming on a stream with you. Ah, nice. Do. That would be fun, yeah. Come on a stream and we'd have some fun, yeah. We can talk about whatever. We can talk about football, about you starting up your own YouTube channel. And take it easy, Joanne, and enjoy the rest of your day. And it was a pleasure to talk to you today. And thank you once again for the gifts. Take it easy, guys. See you next time. Stay positive about the Arsenal situation, but don't trust the process. Come on, you Gooners. Peace.